Hey, what is going on, Aquarius? Butch Tarot here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Aquarius? What's going on for Aquarius, universe? All right, Aquarius. I mean, overall energy is huge transformation. You know, with the death card, I feel like this new person coming towards you, and I feel like they had no idea what's in store for them. I mean, first and foremost, I mean, I feel like this starts off with a friendship. You know, and I feel like this friendship develops into a strong bond with this person. You know, and I don't know what it is that you did to this person, but that's what we see the transformation in this person. I feel like when you first meet this person, they're more quiet, more kind of laid back, kind of shy. But you inspire something in this person, because what I see is this total transformation in this person from someone that just sits back to someone that goes and gets it. You know, I feel like you brought them out of their shell, is what I'm seeing. And it's not surprising for an Aquarius. You know, this person, I feel like they very strongly share passions that are similar to yours. You know, that zest for life, that enjoyment. You know, I just feel like it's like that Dirty Dancing. You know, when he puts baby in a corner, I feel like this person's been in the corner, and I feel like you're the one. You're Patrick Swayze. You're taking her out of the corner. Like I said, I mean, with this person, I just feel like they kind of second guess and they kind of play small. You know, always in that self-imposed prison, always, you know, not putting themselves out there, not going after what they want. And I feel like being around you, I mean, we have the devil in reverse, so you free them from those bonds. And I don't even know if you know what you did. Just being you, maybe. But like I said, with the devil card in reverse, I mean, it's breaking free of those bonds, breaking free of that self-imposed prison. I mean, I feel like this person was always fighting to get out, but just never, you know, this is the jailbreak. You know, the internal struggle. I mean, I feel like this person always kind of the wallflower, but never really the person to enjoy it. I mean, this is huge for this person. I don't even feel like you know how huge it is for this person to feel this type of freedom. You know, and with that King of Wands, that Leo, King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, the Leo and Aries together. I mean, I feel like this person, I feel like you're going to make magic with this person. I mean, literally, I don't even know how else to put it. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps, to be honest with you. I'm just feeling this immense amount of energy, and I feel like this change in this person is very quickly. So that just goes to show us that I feel like it was always there. You know, and I feel like all it took was a nudge, but you were the one that provided the nudge, and I see this person taking that leap of faith, jumping in and just exploring this new journey, you know, and giving it what they have. Like I said, and instead of having that internal struggle where, you know, you want to do something, but you just kind of talk yourself out of it. I feel like having the right people in your corner and around you, I mean, I feel like you give them the strength that they needed. And I feel like what you're getting from this is something that no one else has saw. Or no one else has seen. Maybe that would be better. Like I said, I mean, this person's very intelligent, you know, very witty, very fun to be around, and I feel like nobody really got the chance to see that, but you're getting the chance to see it. I mean, the freedom that they feel, like freeing themselves with that Nine of Swords in reverse. You know, it's fearless. You know, this fearless energy that taken over this person is all thanks to you. And like I said, very, very authentic and very quick moving. You know, we go back to the Knights, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. It's just a very freeing energy. You know, with that Sagittarius Gemini connection. You know, I feel like this person played a long time being small. And now that the doors are open, you know, it's like once they see it, they can't unsee it. You know, we have the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Cups. That filling up your cups, that emotional fulfillment, is what you bring to this person. Like I said, I don't feel like they would have experienced this without you. Or at least they would have had to wait a long time till they met someone like you, which, knowing Aquarius, there's not many like that. You're very unique. Opening up doors with the Seven of Cups. You know, the more you see this person, the more you start to see the changes in them. You know, very open communication, just very random. You know, and that's the thing with this person, is like I said before, is you're seeing something no one else got to see. They didn't even get to see it. You know, I just feel like this person's spending a long time playing small. And that does justice to no one, especially them. You know, being with you, you inspire them. You know, there's something, it can almost be addictive hanging around with certain types of people. You know, it's contagious. So it becomes, you know, and how you feel, that feeling, it becomes almost addictive. You know, and it's, I mean, this person, we're going back to this, the Two of Cups. I feel like this bond is bigger than either one of you realize. And I feel like it's only going to grow. You know, I feel like this person is drawn to you. I mean, I almost get like they look at you like the muse. Like they're just entranced by you. You know, and they like the way they are around you. They like the way they are since they met you. And like I said, it becomes addictive. They want more. They want more of that feeling. You know, it's freeing. They were always kind of, you know, with the Moon card is very much so. It's almost like forcing yourself to be an introvert when you're really extrovert. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like you're afraid to be everything that you are. You know, maybe you're afraid that people won't see you and understand you, and people won't get you. So you play small. You know, I feel like this person almost felt alien, to be honest. Like, but there's something about you that brings the best of this person out. You know, and like I said, very intelligent, very passionate, very fun. You know, and they make you laugh. You know, you can have these great conversations. Like I said, they're a bit random, but I feel like if anybody can accept that, it'd be an Aquarius. You know, very spontaneous. Like, it's almost like that. I heard that saying, "You created a monster," in my head, because that's what it feels like. It feels like once this starts rolling, it can't be stopped. I mean, complete change in this person. I mean, night and day. You know, and I mean, they finally found balance in themselves, and they have a lot to give. And I feel like you're the one that's gonna benefit from that, and not that you were trying to benefit. Like I said, I don't even know if you know what you did to this person. Like, I don't know. We're definitely gonna put "what the fuck" in this title, because I don't know what you did. But it's a huge transformation, and it's very quick. I mean, I feel like this person was always that person, obviously. It just needed the right person to break free. It's, you know, you broke them out of that internal prison that they've created for themselves. I mean, there's so much fire in this so much going on here. I mean, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I mean, we have some Cancer as well, and some Pisces. We also have Capricorn and Taurus. You know, I just feel like the right person. You know, I remember in high school. Yes, high school story. I remember in high school, I had a friend, just a really shy guy, and you know what I mean? Like, he was really nice. Like, when you get to know him, he talked a lot, but around people he didn't know, he was kind of like one of those people that just watch and just observe. You know, like when you're picking teams to play sports, he'd always like kind of hide in the back because he didn't want to be picked. You know, he never really tried out for things, but he always played. Like, he always came over, and we used to play ball hockey and stuff, and he was always really good. Like, I could tell he was really good. And I always told him, try for the hockey team, try for the hockey team. He's like, no, man. He goes, what if I don't make it? And you know what I mean? He was like his own worst enemy. And I just kept bugging him. And then eventually he got tired of me bugging him, so he tried for the team, and he made it. And not only did he make it, I mean, he ended up being one of our better players. And it was just like this domino effect, because then all of a sudden, like, he never really hit on girls. He was making girlfriend. He had girlfriends. You know what I mean? He was just the social butterfly. Like, he just broke out of his shell, and it's just like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon. You know, you don't really see the caterpillars, but you see the butterflies. You know, I just feel like, and it's crazy because even now when you see him, he's just such an outgoing guy. Like, you would never know he was the strong, silent type. But even that first year of hockey, he was still kind of quiet. You know, he was very humble. Where the coach used to praise him all the time, and he would just almost blush, like he just wasn't used to that attention. But like, some people are just so afraid to fail that they don't even try. And I feel like having the right people around them is what we were meant to do. You know, we were meant to be there, and we're just playing small roles in their big lives. Like, we're not as close as we used to be. I mean, we used to live across the street from each other, so we used to see each other all the time. But he lives on the other side of the country now. I do catch up on Facebook once in a while with him, but other than that. But I think I created a monster, because he started at first, he was getting girlfriends, and all of a sudden then he was like that Dom Juan. I don't even know where that came from. Like, by grade 9, that was the first year he tried out for high school hockey. By grade 11, he was we didn't really hang out much by grade 11. He was more of a swag guy and was more interested in the ladies and multiple ladies at that. And I feel like he's still single. Like last I talked to him, we didn't really talk about his love life or anything, but he never really says anything about meeting anybody. So I'm just assuming that he hasn't met that special one, because I feel like when he does, he'll mention it. But so I maybe created a monster a little bit there. But that's the thing, like if you knew him in grade 7, you would never know it was the same guy in grade 10. You would never know. Most people didn't even know. Like, funny enough, there was people that actually asked, when did he move here? He's been going to school since grade 1 with these people. Like, did you just move here? Are you new here? So many people. Just, you know, he played small. You know, it's like that quote that I love. It's, you know, you don't do yourself any justice. This is totally just short form in it. You don't do anybody justice by playing small, because when you play big, when you let your light shine, you inevitably, unconsciously allow others to let their light shine. Really good quote. Check it out. Really love that one. It's one of my favorites because it's true. You know, just being around people, you know, and you know, I look at it now, and I was kind of a go-getter. You know, I always played sports and stuff, but stuff like, I see my oldest son, he's actually just, I posted about it. He went for grade 9, first year high school. He went for grade 9 student council, which if you knew him, it would come off really weird. He's a Leo. It would come off weird because he's such a quiet kid at home. Like, he's absolutely the best kid ever. Like, he does what he's told. He puts himself to bed on time. Like, never have to question him. Never have to bug him. He's just that kid. And he's very quiet. Doesn't talk back, which I wish I could say about my youngest son. He's an Aries. Or, no, actually vice versa. I screwed that up. My oldest is an Aries. My youngest is a Leo. Don't tell him I told you that. Don't tell him I screwed that up. But to see him, like, hear all these things, I just feel like I don't even know him. He tried out, or he put his name in for a grade 9 student council. He got it. Now he's going into theater. You see your kids blossom, and it's so crazy. But I hear him talking to his friends all the time, and he's got a girlfriend, and you know what I mean? Like, first time he told me he has a girlfriend, I was like, what? What do you mean you got a girlfriend? I didn't even know you were into girls yet. Like, everything I hear about him is just kind of like secondhand. But, you know, it is. Sometimes you fly under the radar and people don't notice you. You know, this is your life. Play big. Play big. You know, go big or go home. That's what I say. My other son, the Leo, you know, he's always playing big. Me and him clash on the daily, which is funny because he's very much like me. He's almost identical to me, and you know, I feel like calling my parents and apologizing every time I get in an argument with him, because I realize he's stubborn, he's strong-willed, and he doesn't back down, and the more you back him into a corner, the more he fights. You know, nothing's easy with him, but he's got a big heart, so, and he's very gentle when he's like, our youngest is our little girl, and he's 4 years older, and he's like super nice to her. He takes care of her. Like, he even makes food. He's been cooking since he was 10. He's 12 now. He always wants to learn how to cook. He always wants to learn. Like, he's always asking us how to do this and how to do that, which, again, it's pros and cons. I mean, our oldest son has no interest in mine. He gets our youngest son to make him stuff. Anyway, I got off topic. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.